Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Magi-Knights Awakening. This is a Super Sentai and Magical Girl inspired tabletop role-playing game where you get to confront mythos-like horrors. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by pt23 Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG, where you play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find that in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Savage Swords. This is a Conan-inspired tabletop RPG where you get to confront forgotten nightmares and explore ancient civilizations. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Tonight, I am continuing my review series featuring Nightfell. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review series, featuring this dark fantasy setting for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, where the sun has been murdered and darkness has almost taken over everything, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the moon. The moon's radiance and its position in the sky affect many aspects in the life of Yurman's inhabitants. Such influence can be ascribed to four major lunar phases: full moon, ascending moon, new moon, and descending moon. Lunar phases are split in lunar moments: full moon, ascending moon, including waxing gibbous, first quarter, waxing crescent. You have the new moon, the descending moon, including waning crescent, last quarter, and waning gibbous. You have effects related to these phases and moments. During some lunar phases, monsters would roughly be more dangerous, resistant, and noxious if they are connected to the current lunar phase. Or sometimes they could be weaker. This has to do with the mysteries of the moon. Players can choose what lunar moment imbues or empowers the birth of their characters. They are born in a particular lunar moment that has certain effects on them. For example, if you were born during the full moon moment related to wealth, fertility, certainty, and knowledge, then you have confidence in your skills and resources. Your resolution never wavers. Using lunar divination takes an hour. The officiant and the witnesses must be in utter silence or softly moaning tunes and meditation. The officiant must be able to cast second level spells and must spend a second level spell slot or higher to begin the lunar divination ceremony. Any creature attending the lunar divination cannot be part in any role of any lunar divination performed in the following 24 hours. It can be performed outdoors only, or if the moon's position can be seen through windows or the likes. To perform the divination, you roll a lunar die, a simple d8. Maybe you obtain the result of last quarter, maybe new moon black, or perhaps the first quarter. By means of lunar divination, a character obtains four different outcomes: lunar blessing, lunar influence, lunar hex, or no effect. And of course, these are described here. For example, in the case of lunar blessing, the player rolls the same lunar moment as what is currently in the sky. They choose among certain effects. For example, restoring a grim weapon, to zero grim points, thus undoing the grim weapon feature with all its perks and flaws. Or maybe cleansing a nearby creature from possession, restoring one soul point onto them. And you have various other effects related to these lunar divination moments. Imagine the lunar phases in a circular sequence going from full moon to new moon and from new moon to full moon. The numbering suggested in the lunar dice or the lunar die D8 is due to design and has to be used according to the right correspondence of numbers. These numbers, however, do not reflect an actual temporal coherence to the phases. It's all about the effects in the game. But of course, this also has to do with the thematic mysteries of the moon in this particular dark fantasy world. And this concludes this part of the review series. In the next part, we are going to talk about new items. Concerning these phases of the moon and the moments, they affect everything from magic, from the to the natural qualities of the player characters as they are born. Even though the sun has died, the moon is still there to shower the world with its magical influence. And you must take that into consideration, especially if you are hunting down a particularly dangerous foe that is affected by the influence of the moon. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.